great afternoon. I just pulled cards. I just saw this thing, a horrible case. Young woman, 21 years old, from Nicaragua, was murdered by her husband, 21-year-old husband. They had just been married in October. So they're only married a couple months, okay? And she was beheaded, okay? So what I got was, I wanted to look and see if I could find out why. The overview of this is justice. Now, with the baby there, I don't know if she were pregnant or not, but that remains to be seen. But going into it, we have, well, let me do what's going into it. We have volatile, okay, that ended in death. We've got the miracle animal there. So I think he just had used a lot of strength, and it just gives me, we'll go on here, what the center of a small key, and it was the overarching opportunity. And we have down here this celebrating, crushing, making the wine. So I think that really this was drug-induced, drug-fueled. Maybe he was involved in either selling drugs, or he was just she found out he was a pretty heavy drug abuser, and also very hot temper. I feel with him, he's got a bit of that kind of a, I feel like a Jekyll and Hyde thing with this guy, that he was kind of a white supremacist thing underneath, okay? And the challenge I get with it is sheepish, material, and cold, okay? And again, I get the overabundance flowing of almost cultish feeling, okay? Almost cultish feeling of stuff that was going on underneath of it. The tower moment where this guy just exploded, okay? And with this mental thing, he's not trying to get away with it because he confessed, but I think this is the mental takeaway of almost a cult feeling with his mind, that he was indoctrinated into this thing. Now, I understand she was a very hard worker. She was working a couple of jobs, trying to send money back to Nicaragua to help her mother who had cancer. And this guy just went off. I think he was, I really feel it might have been drug fueled. And then, the underlying view underlying of this white supremacist type of a thing. Could have been also material, that he, I feel also he was angry that she was sending money back to her mother, that he thought she should be turning the money that she made over to him. Yeah, I'm just feeling, I think that maybe, I'm feeling it right in the throat. He decapitated her. But I'm feeling that he had also, on occasion before that, had choked her. Because I'm feeling a very, feeling of. So he had been abusive from early on with her. Yeah, I think probably she had gotten married more of an ability to try to stay in the country, to try to aid her mother. And that his family, when they found him, he went into his parents' home. They had a little place out in back. They asked him, where is your wife? Because I'm sure he came in covered with blood. And they were just, sick about it. But yeah, I just feel the overarching thing that he was wanted to treat her almost like, not his wife, but like a hired person. Okay? Very disrespectful, very I just keep getting the feeling like, the guys that are abusive, and if they do something, the wife does something, and he beats the hell out of her and then says, you made me do it. Okay? One of those types. I feel like she had a lot of nights where she was crying. Very sad. Yeah, just a tragedy. Absolute tragedy. So on that note, I'm going to leave this here, and we'll see what comes out more about this case, if I'm right or wrong on this. Then hopefully she didn't suffer as much as I'm feeling that this poor girl suffered. Yeah, just feel a heartbreaking sadness with her. Yeah, so I'm going to leave this here.